I'm going to tie a Rojo Midge, and I've got a size 14 nymph hook in the vise, and I've just got a red glass bead on the front. I'm just going to push that back for now. I'm going to use an 8/0 white thread, and I'm just going to get that started just behind the eye with a couple of wraps, and I'll come back through and trim off the excess thread. The gills, or the shuck, that I'm going to put into this is just a white Antron yarn, and don't need a lot of this. Take it off the cardboard here, and all that I'm going to do is set this on top, and I'll make a one pull down, and then I can just pull it back to adjust it to the length that I'm looking for. And then I can finish this off with a couple of wraps. I'll push this up. I want it to stick up a little bit, so I'm going to create just a little thread dam underneath here, and then I can whip finish this. And trim off the excess thread and also the excess yarn. Now, one thing that I'm going to do is put just a drop of head cement on this, and that'll do a couple of things. It'll lock it into place, and it'll also help keep the bead in place as well. So I'll just push all that up. And then I can come back through with my next thread, and this is going to make up the body, and it's a 70 red. And so I'll just get this started behind that bead, and then I'll trim off the excess thread here, and then I can attach my rib. The rib that I'm going to use for this is just a small red wire. So I'm just going to tie this in on the side of the hook. And then I'm just going to work my thread back down. Just side by side wraps. And to get the shape of this, I'm going to take it just beyond the bend in the hook. And then I can work my way back up. I'm not going to put a lot of taper on this. Just want to make sure that I've covered up the hook shank and any imperfections when I wrap the wire in. So I can take my rib, I'm just going to start one wrap behind and then work my way up. As always, just nice even wraps. And when I get to the top, then I can tie it off. You can tie this pattern not just in red, but a lot of different color combinations. I'll break that off, and now the final piece that I'm going to tie in is the thorax. And for this, I'm going to use one strand of peacock herl. So I'll trim off a piece there and just tie this in again just behind the bead head. And now I can just take my wraps and then I can just trim off the excess herl and finish this fly with some whip finishes. and again trim off the excess. You can trim up the shuck of the gills here as you see fit, but that is the Rojo Midge.